Hi, all. My name is Pratyaksh. So I have 5+ years of experience in the RPA as well as in IT also. Okay. So I'm from starting I am working in the Power Automate. So I am certified with PL 500 also, and mostly I worked on the desktop version. But yes, I worked on the cloud also, AI Builder and work queues. All the things I work. Okay. So I have completed in my career, I have completed around 20 to 25 projects, okay, including with teams or alone also. Okay. Pradeep, can you mute yourself, please? Pradeep,
Pratyaksh, you whoever you feel you can yourself you can mute it, right? If you feel the
sure, sure,
disturbance.
sure, sure. Okay. So guys, I will start from the next week. I will start my session for the Power Automate again. So in this, I have completed two Power Automate trainings yet, and this is my third session that we will start from next week. Okay. So, like if someone know about the what is RPA, what is Power Automate, so I want to explain that things also today, and what we will cover, we will see that, and some introduction about all the topics, right? We will see that today. Hmm? I'm sharing my screen. Let me know if it is visible to you all. Is it visible, team?
Yeah,
Guys?
we can see. Yeah, we can see. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So basically, so first I will explain what is RPA actually. So robot process automation is the full form of that RPA, and to remove some human intervention of the task that we can do, okay, and we can reduce the time for that. We want to do, we will taking care of that through Power Automate or another tools. We can do with the UiPath also. The same thing, whatever we are doing through Power Automate, we can do through UiPath, Automation Anywhere, as well as through Blue Prism and many more, right? So what we can do through RPA, that we can reduce the human intervention, increase the like efficiency of the tasks that we are manually doing in any industry or in any project, right? Let us suppose daily you are moving one file to another, one from one folder to another folder, or you are sending some repetitively mails or repetitively tasks you are doing daily. That thing we can reduce it, and we can create one flow. So daily we can schedule that, and the flow or bot will do that work that you are doing daily. Okay, right before. Okay. So basically, it is reducing the repetitive task through bots. We are reducing, okay, or it is increasing the efficiency. Incre so it is increasing the efficiency of the task, increasing the error, like decreasing the errors also into the like. Let us suppose some mails you are sending that is not in proper format, so you can create one bot so that you can send every time with the correct format to any person, right? That you want to send it daily. Okay. So these are the ways you can do through Power Automate, and that can reduce your time. Okay. That's why we can do through multiple uh, automation automation like tools. Okay. So this is one tool, Power Automate Desktop, that we will cover in our session. Okay. So basically, what is Power Automate and how it's different from another tools? I'm coming in that way, in that topic. So, like Power Automate is basically a Microsoft tool. So that's why it will, if you are working on with the Power Automate, so that it can increase your um, efficiency of the You can integrate with the Microsoft 365, or you can integrate with the Dynamic 365, as well as multiple custom things are like multiple pre-built things you can see in the into this tool that is not into the another tools, right? That's why this Power Automate desktop is in trending right now. Okay, let us suppose that you want to connect with the teams, right? So that if any new message is coming into your group, you can send you can do on the basis of that, uh, any task you can do on the basis of any mail send or message send, right? So these ways you can do through Power Automate. Okay. So um what another thing is, let us suppose you want to do uh you want to connect multiple pre-built connectors, right? Let us suppose you want to in, integrate your bot with the Salesforce, SAP integration you want to do, or you want to integrate your bot with the ServiceNow tool, right? These are the multiple Microsoft tools that you want. If you want to integrate, so through Power Automate, you can do that. So that's why uh, multiple organizations or many organizations are working with in the Power Automate only. Okay. So these are the same things we can do through UiPath, Blueprint, and many other tools. But Power Automate also one important tool, and also a cost of that license of this license is very less in spite of other tools, right? It is very uh, according to if companies thinking about the
Launch
cost, Power Automate is also
super.
good option to take that.
Switchable.
Okay, guys. So that's why we are coming into the Power Automate. Okay. So basically, what we can do, we will see that. Let us suppose if I will open my flow. So what are the actions that are inbuilt right now? Like multiple things is integrating day by day into the Power Automate, but right now in the same version, what we can do, we will see that. Let us suppose you can do UI automation, right? Data extraction from the Windows applications, okay? Or browser automation you can do if you want to extract the data from the websites, okay? API integration you can do. Custom, if any custom API you want to, from any custom API you want to extract some data, you can do through Power Automate. You want to automate Word files, Excel files, or email you want to automate, you can do that. Okay. And if you have some mainframes or Java applications, or like um, SharePoint integration you want to do, or Office 365 Outlook you want to integrate, you can do through Power Automate Dashboard. Okay. So it is a part of Power Automate Cloud actually. Okay. We can manage this thing through Power Automate Cloud. So what is Power Automate? It is just a desktop like Microsoft tool that we can use. Sorry, Power Automate Cloud. So cloud is the online version that you can open. You can manage your Power Automate desktop from here. You can create the solutions here, and you can share your flows to another person's from here. Into if you want to share into the environments or into different environments, you can do it from here. Okay. So how many types of flows we can create through Power Automate? I am coming on this part. So there are, you can see, we have these types of flows we can create it. Okay. Automated cloud flows, instant cloud flows, scheduled cloud flows, describe it to design it. It's a it's a part of Copilot. Okay. And desktop flows. So these are the four types of flows that we can create through Power Automate Cloud. Okay. So what is the difference between cloud and desktop? Let me explain this thing first. So cloud is the basically if you want to integrate your both with the SharePoint or Excel online or integrate with the Teams, that part you can do with the Power Automate Cloud. But and if you want to integrate your with the APIs, that is pre-built APIs that you can use into the cloud, that things you can do from the cloud. But if you want to automate your desktop applications or website applications, right? That thing you can do through Power Automate Text. Okay. But the same things you can manage from the cloud. Hmm? So these are the two difference between cloud and desktop. Okay. Let me explain how many types of flows that we can get because these all the flows, whatever in spite of the desktop flow, these three flows we can create it on the cloud, but this desktop flow we can create from the on the Power Automate Text. Okay. So automated cloud flows are those flows when that has some trigger point or has some actions later. Okay. If I will come here, so automated cloud flows has two things. One is trigger point and another is actions. Okay. Trigger point is a point when the bot will schedule or will run or a trigger. Okay. So trigger point maybe it might be uh, let us suppose when a new emails arise in your in your inbox, the bot will trigger. Okay. Let us suppose you want to reply some inbox emails. Mhm. So what you will do, you can create one cloud flow so that when a new email will arrive in your inbox, automatically you can reply on the basis of that email. Okay. You can create that one flow and schedule it so that for every email you can the sender can get the reply. Okay. So actions basically the cloud flow has two things, trigger and action. So action, what you want to do after a new emails is arrives into your inbox. That things are the actions of the cloud flows. Okay. So these are the two parts in the cloud flows, trigger and action. Trigger would be only one I will say action, but actions would be trigger is a one action only, but action would be multiple on the basis of this scenario. Whatever you want to do after this one action. Okay. So it is one example when a new email arrives, or multiple examples you can see here. When a new response is submitted into a Microsoft Forms or a SharePoint, or when a new file is created in OneDrive for Business. On the basis of these triggers, you can create your flow. Okay. These are the pre-built created triggers actually. There are multiple one. Okay. Here. Another thing is instant cloud flows. So instant cloud flows are those flows where you can directly create it like this. Okay. Manually, you will trigger that bot or a flow. It will run. On the basis of this, you can choose anything else, input or a yes or no. Okay. It will trigger that code. Directly, you can add one action because this is your trigger point. Add one action here and run it. That's it. Okay. Save and run it. So these are the instant cloud flows. Okay. Done. These are the output. Okay. The third thing is scheduled cloud flows. That these flows are you can schedule it on the basis of, let us suppose uh, you have one flow that you created in Power Automate desktop. You want to schedule it at every day, so you can schedule it from here and run it. Tag it. Okay. The last one is desktop flow. For that, you need to create desktop into the desktop version. That is one application that you need to install it into your desktop, and you can create your flows here and run it directly. Hmm? Any question now, team, guys?
Uh, this schedule flows, uh, can we, I mean, since it is giving an option while creating the flow, right? So if we wanted to change the schedule later, will it allow? I mean, or is it like a static trigger flow which we are creating manually?
No, actually, if you have one flow, you can, if you want to run a port, if you want to delete, so you can delete this one and you can create a new one.
Uh, for same cloud flow, we can't change the time later. I mean, after creating,
No, you can create another one also.
or
Actually, if
like
you want to
creating a copy.
schedule, you can create one copy and there you can like rename it, all the things.
Okay.
Okay.
You have shown the desktop and as well as cloud, right? So, what could be the difference from both? I mean, in real-time projects, which is mostly preferred one, or is it based on the requirement? Anyone
Yes.
will be.
It is based on requirements actually. It is based on the task that you are working. If you have one task that you want to integrate your API, okay, and you want to create one you have some pre-built connection into the Power Automate, then you can use your cloud flows. Okay, because we have many connectors here.
Okay.
Okay.
So it will also, I mean, just a small note. So it will also support another applications like in UiPath we can do mainframe automation, SAP, or any other these kind of
Yeah, it
applications, right?
supports. It supports.
So here also it's
Even
supposed, right?
yeah, even it supports multiple connectors here. That doesn't support another tools, automation tools.
Okay.
Okay,
One more
because
thing
it
is
has a
there.
rich library on the because it is a Microsoft tool.
One more thing is there. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So is there any pre-built template for while we are developing a custom automation? So is there any pre-built framework or
Some
template?
pre-built some pre-built templates are in the cloud, but we don't have any framework into the Power Automate desktop. But yes, if you are working in any company
Okay.
or in any
That's
yeah, but yes, if you are working in any company or any another industry that using some any framework that is they created, then here you need to create your framework and then you need to work into the Power Automate desktop. It
I
is not
mean,
an inbuilt framework that is created in desktop. but templates are there into the clouds. There are multiple templates. You can see here. Okay.
No,
But you can't create bots for.
yeah, I'm talking about the, in RPA, there is the UiPath, we have a RE framework. So something
Hmm.
like the Power Automate
That
dashboard.
RE framework, same logic we can create into the Power Automate.
Okay, we have to create, right? On.
We have to create that framework.
Okay.
Okay. So many industries or companies already they have that framework. Badly you can use it. But if someone knows, someone don't have, then you need to create and then you can work on it.
Hmm. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Hi, I wanted to ask, the just like the earlier question about scheduling and changing the schedule, does this have some sort of, orchestrator? And like if you have like multiple bots, how do you, look at the different schedules, and like if you had to manage different schedules, how does it work? And then also I wanted to ask for moving between productions. So let's say we are moving a bot from um development to live. How does that work?
Okay. Okay. Got it. So your first question is that how you can schedule it, right? So let us suppose if I will come into here, I repeating this thing that if let us suppose you have one flow that I'm right now I'm naming is test, and this is my um schedule timing that I'm writing here, created here. Okay. Now it is created right now. Okay. Here you can change it. You can edit it, you can change it. Okay. Once you can change it, you can save it and you can run that bot. Okay. But again you want to do that.
Okay, do you have
Again,
to change it in the bot, not elsewhere? It has to be
no,
within the process.
actually from cloud you can manage your bots. You can't manage your bots from the Power Automate desktop. So you need to create one cloud flow to run your desktop flow. Okay. So from here you can run your Power Automate desktop flow if you want to schedule that. Okay. You got it?
Yes, that's fine. And how
Okay.
about the second question?
I'm coming to second question. So let us suppose you want to share your bot in between your.
ఇడ్లీ అన్నా నాకు ఇడ్లీ తింటది కానీ దోశ మాత్రం అస్సలు నాకు వద్దంటది.
Pratyaksh, you can mute the person, right, if you feel.
Guys, please don't unmute yourself if you don't want to say something. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So okay. So my second question, your second question was how you can share your bots in between development to production, right? So like if you have single environment, you are working on single environments and multiple users are using the same environment, then you can directly share your flows into this environment with the, you have one option here, share. Okay. From here, you can share your flows. Okay. If you are using the same environment and you have multiple users of that environment. But if uh, if you want to share between development and production, you need to like here in the Power Automate, we use multiple environments for multiple stages. Let us suppose we have one trial version, developer version, uh, one production version, or one stage version. That is a sandbox version, right? So where we are using different environments, so that if you want to move your flow from one environment to another, then you need to create that one solution of that. Okay. So solution create one package that it's a zip file that you can save it into your into your local desktop folder, and then you can share it to the through mail or through Teams. You can share it, and that another person you can import that solution into their account. Okay. So these are the two different things. If you have two different environments, and if you have two different versions, like that developer versions or a trial version or a production version. Okay. So environment has different versions also. If I will go into admin center of this Power Automate, here you can see the environment thing. Okay. And if you will create any environment, you need to select the type of that environment, what you want to take it. If it is for developer environment, you need to take that type as a developer. Okay. And you need to choose the group also. Group, region, and many things, right? Once this environment is created, you can develop your flows here. Okay. And then what happened? Okay. And then once your flow has been created in developer environment, you can move your flow through solution into the another environment. Got it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So in the solutions also, as per all the RPA tools, Power Automate also has two types of solutions, manage and unmanaged. Okay. So managed environment are those environments that you can edit it after moving into the another environment. Unmanaged solutions you can't edit. These are the purpose of that, and solutions are only for the production. Okay. You can run it, but you can't edit. Okay. Yes. So these are the types of flows that I discussed here. So we have three types of cloud flows here, and one is for desktop flow. This is the fourth type, but we can run these desktop flows from the cloud, but we will create it into the application. Okay. And the last but not least here, this is describe it to design it. Here you will write something, it will automatically create some template of that flow. Then you can add it on the basis of your requirement. Hmm? Let us suppose I am writing here create a flow that can send the mail to the user. So here you can see these are the two actions. These are the one trigger action, and another thing is one action that you are using. This is trigger and this is action. Okay. So here, I mean, click on next. Okay. Here you will pass your user ID and password of your cloud from where you want to send. Click create flow. Here you can see this flow is automatically created. Here you can edit. all the things on the basis of your requirement to body and all. Okay. So this is the way also that you can create a one template if some templates are not into this inbuilt template forms. Okay. Again, we have multiple connectors, but still we can create our custom connectors into the Power Automate. That also we will learn it in this training. Okay. So our motive is not only the Power Automate desktop. We will cover all the topics from the cloud also. Okay. Because we are managing all the things from the cloud, not from the desktop. Hmm? So here I want to give an example of one flow that I have created today only in one lecture. Okay. These are some best practices that I have used, but it's not a like these are not a only best practices. We have multiple things that we will cover in the sessions, but here you can see this is the main flow. We have multiple subflows here also. Okay. So Power Automate follows the waterfall model here. One by one, it will run every actions. And then if we are getting any error in one action, it will throw the error. Okay. To handle the errors, we have some two types of error handling here. So we will see that later. But when we are creating the flows in the any sessions or trainings, we are following the best practices also. Okay. So here there is one example of one Acme application. I want to extract all the data from this application, and these are the multiple pages. Okay. So total 90 records are there. Okay. And I want to extract all the data and put it into the Excel. Okay. So how we can do from the Power Automate desktop? So this thing I have covered here. So first I am initializing some variables here. Guys, can you mute yourself? Ankush, are you there?
Yes, Pratyaksh.
I am making
Actually,
host to you
okay, okay.
okay,
I'll mute the people if. Okay, okay,
because every time I'm like stopping the screen sharing and then doing
okay.
this.
But I think will you be able to record? I don't think. Okay, recording will eventually go on, right?
Uh,
Okay, no
yeah,
problem, no
without
problem,
host,
no problem.
I can't share the screen also.
Okay, okay. So, you want me to make you the host?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Okay,
guys,
no problem.
please mute yourself actually. Uh, if you have any question, you can stop me. That's fine, but please mute yourself. Okay.
And Pratyaksh, so in 2-3 minutes, we almost hit 40, right? So we'll just proceed with the topics that we will teach, and we have to wind it off before 7 p.m.
Sure, sure. So I'm just explaining this test of flow only. Otherwise, I
Okay,
have
okay,
completed all the things for today.
okay, 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 okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so this is a way that I have created one init variables of flow. Here I'm logging first one website. Okay, this is the way to logging here, and this is the way to pass some user ID and password there, and then extract the data. Okay, then later we are closing the browser after logging out. Hmm?
What about the exception handling here?
Here I have already put some on-block error here. Okay, this is
Could you
just a
open?
2x.
Could you
Yeah.
please open?
So these are the way to pass the on-block error here, so that you, if you are getting any error, so this it will add this subflow will run, so that we can add that error message into one text. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the reasons that, like, we have a multi, like, let us suppose if I want to create any flow, we need to keep in mind that we need to divide our flow into the some different flows. Okay, then all the flows we can call it into the main. Okay, in the main also we can divide our flow into two different regions, so that every region we can explain to any other user or a developer that what we are doing here. Okay, let me run this flow. We have one breakpoint also that we can use it, so that we can test the flow during runtime in the Power Automate desktop. Okay, it is passing the user ID and password, logging it, clicking on work items, extracting all the data from here. Okay, so here you can see every time it will click with this button, so that it can extract all the pages data. Through single action we can do this thing. We don't require to do this thing through loop also. So this is when you are working on the Power Automate desktop, you need to keep in mind about the UI selectors also that you are using in Power. Okay, so this is a display message you can see here. So this all the data that I have extracted is into the one data table. See, okay. So this is the way to run the flow into the Power Automate desktop, and that you can schedule it and you can create your flows. You can create one solution from the cloud, and then you can move your flows into the production and sandbox version into the cloud. Okay, guys, any question regarding this?
Does this code can be checked into any source code repositories like Bitbucket or SVM, Team, TFS, usually to manage, in the code? Does it has any inbuilt support to do that for maintaining the code? Or do we
No,
need to save it in the cloud flow only?
no, actually, this desktop flow you can manage it in from the cloud only.
Okay.
There you can see the activities, whatever is happening into the desktop.
Okay. So if any of the team members wanted to integrate their changes, again, they have to, I mean, from the cloud only, they have to access as a shared flow, is it?
So if we are working on this Power Automate flows, so the multiple users using the same environment, so
Okay.
that anyone can share your flows to another users into the single environment.
Okay.
Okay. But if you want to do it into the production, then you can create unmanaged solution, and then you can put it into the that environment, another environment for production only, so that no one can change that.
It also supports this desktop based and Citrix automation.
Like if it is application, that yes, it supports. It's a desktop application, then it's
What about Citrix or any other OCR, any integration features were there with that?
yeah. OCR also it supports. You can extract the image content and the PDF content through OCR also from Power.
Okay. And any AI ML models, if you wanted to integrate that kind of feasibility is
AI
there.
AI
I mean,
bots
AI
you
in the
can
sense
use
like
it through
ML
cloud.
algorithms.
You can create your models through cloud. So
Okay.
there you can put your multiple PDF files and create one model, so that a new documents that bot can read, and you can extract the data from there. Okay.
Okay.
It will give you the percentage of the model also, that it is 89% correct or 90% correct, like that. If it is a structured document, then it would be 100% model you
Mhm.
can use.
Oh. Does this is not an open source, right? This is some licensed version which will come with another Microsoft. Actually, I heard like if we have Microsoft Office license, we can also uh, work with Power Automate. Is that
Yeah, you can use that. If you have work or school account, you can use that. You can even you can use some types of actions here that you
limited?
want to understand Power Automate. But if you want to go into the premium, then you need license.
Okay, so even desktop version also similar way, right? I mean, along with the cloud, the features will be different from
Yeah,
the premium version.
different actions has some premium actions also that you need license for.
Oh,
Like work queues. Work queue has
yes.
a premium license of the Power Automate. You need license.
Okay.
Okay. One question, like if we
Yeah.
created flow in desktop, like example in my machine, if I want
Mm,
to schedule that, so
mm,
whether we need to actually, if I schedule to run the flow for every 1 hour,
mm.
my machine, like I can't be keep my machine every time on, right? So how we can overcome the situation?
No, like
Whether it will run more?
if you are creating your solution in with the unattended mode, okay, then
Mm-mm.
you need that machine should be on. And if it's scheduled, then it should be should be the server that should run 24 hours.
Okay. So is there any other possible way without scheduling, like without having any server for scheduling that every 1 hour for desktop flows?
But if you are scheduling for every hour, so why you closing your like desktop or any?
No, I may like if I want to run in my machine, right? So um like I may do some other work, so the bot will fail, right? If I schedule in my flow, if I schedule through unattended.
Like unattended mode has some different things that you need to keep in mind, that user should be in signed off state. Okay.
Okay.
You can't
Okay.
work on it.
So for the solution will be like we should have separate server. There we need to share and we need to schedule it.
If you have your system only, then you should be sign off from there.
Okay. I need to sign
Okay.
off. Okay. When if the flows run at 7, we should log off before, like we need to sign out before 7, so it will run at
Yes.
unattended like that. Okay.
Yes.
So okay, if is there any other possible way without having our machine
No,
overhead?
unattended modes has three things you need to. There are three important or mandatory things that you need to see that user should be sign off
Okay.
and no any keyboard and mouse you need to put like
Intervention
click
should.
intervention is required. That is not happen there.
Okay. 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 So we can't put
But
that in.
you can manage
Uh,
during runtime. You can manage through your cloud flows. So you can log in that you can log in into the another desktop so that you can manage your desktop flow activity from there, whether it's running or not.
okay. Okay.
For to see that you need two systems.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, guys. Is someone is a fresher in RPA who does not about know about the Power Automate or what is RPA?
Okay, Pratyaksh, I think we are short of time, so you can just share the topics that we will be covering.
Have you shared
Uh,
that? You already I think shared all the topics that.
no, I think you can just share that poster, or I think, okay, guys, I think poster, you might have seen it in the group, right? So we will be covering all the topics of desktop and cloud. And you can reach us out in this group, right, for further communication. Right, and we will have the communication, all the communication with respect to pricing and the registration, to how it has to be done inside that group. Right, you can also reach out to me on in this number that has been texted. Pratyaksh, you can also mention in your number.
I mean also in that group.
Yes, yes. So, guys, you can ask any of your queries in that group, or if you can also reach out personally to me or to Pratyaksh for any of your queries. Right. Okay. I think Pratyaksh you can take 2-3 more minutes to answer some queries.
Okay,
So,
sure.
yeah.
I will take one to two questions, guys.
This curriculum also covers the real-time project showcase and the flow or models which followed in the real time, right?
Like I can explain all the real time projects, but the thing is like industry projects I can't pick up, but how you can do end to end development and how you can create the solutions and shares that we will
Okay.
cover.
And also the best practices
Sure, sure.
and
Yes.
uh,
Whatever
what is the
industries
duration of the
follows,
course? Duration of this
it's
45 days?
it's
Uh,
around two
it will,
months.
yeah, it will be around 2 months, basically around 40 hours across 2 months.
Including weekends or only weekdays?
We will see that we
Okay.
will decide on the basis of the availability of everyone. Right,
Okay.
usually we ask for registrations, we will ask for registrations today itself, and we increase the pricing as the time passes by. Right, and so we decide the timings after 2 lectures. If you feel that the timing is not suitable to you, you can ask for refund. Right, so that is with
Okay.
respect to the timing. Right, timing, because we timing is dependent on the people who are there in the group.
Yes.
So majority of the people, the time that is acceptable to majority of the people, we will keep that.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
so we are not specific with respect to time, but yes, we do try to have the lectures on the weekends because people are mostly available on weekends.
Okay.
right? So timing is not a constraint. We will try to incorporate, try to add everyone, try to incorporate you guys. If it is a issue, you can ask for a refund after second lecture. That is not a problem. Till then, we will have a proper setup batch, right? We will have open lectures till next week, right? Although we will be increasing the prices as the time passes by, right? But you can definitely ask for the refund if timing gets an issue.
Hello, Ankush. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, hello.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
1 minute.
I think you have gone on mute.
Guys, anything else?
Yeah, hi,
Uh,
Pratyaksh.
Hi, Ankush. Just a quick question. So, from the installation or like from the setup of the environment till I mean, the very end of creating the whole end-to-end project, that whole thing will be covered, right? I mean, we would be
Yeah,
starting from the
from basic to advanced, we will cover all the things.
Yeah, hi, Pratyaksh. My concern is, do we have any prerequisite for to start this training?
Actually, we have only single laptop that has Windows 10 version or 11 version.
No, no, not regarding that. Means, do we require some knowledge of like VB
No, no, no,
scripts, JSON files, all
no, no,
this?
no.
No, no.
Like we use some .NET scripts here, but in spite of that .NET script, we can use the actions also. To
Okay.
remove that
So guys,
actions, we can use .NET.
this is basically a no code tool, right? So
Yeah.
anybody can get started on this tool. So that is not it's not a problem for a fresher to get
It's not
started,
a no
right?
code, but it's a low code actually.
No
Yeah,
code
Yeah, yeah.
technology. No
But
code
because
visualization.
yeah, because in RPA there will be some code, right?
Yeah.
You will require some knowledge of JSON
It's just a
files and
if
VB
else and
scripts.
loop only.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If else
Okay,
and
okay.
loop only is required.
So okay, means new everyone can
Yes, yes,
attend the session. Okay,
yes.
Yeah, everyone can attend the session, as well as this is very familiar tool to build a visualizations,
okay,
as well as you need to think for a logical way for creating functions. Okay, that's it. Here we don't require any coding knowledge.
okay, 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 sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. Right. Okay, you can reach us out in the group or through the personal numbers, right? Okay, thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you, guys.
Can we
Bye.
wait 2 more minutes? Okay. After 2 minutes, we can start our session.